in town. We thought we'd throw this on here, running a little bit late. We can have a conversation about whatever you want to discuss. Type out your words, and we will talk about them for a little bit. Landfill, what's up? Kiri, how are you? Vance, what's going on? Benjamin Brewer, Easy K, what's up? How are you? I think I'm going to put googly eyes and human teeth on this fish. What do you think? Jason, what's up? Isaac Barrett, DF, Michael, Aurora, what's up? Homestead, Byron, Clayton, what's up? Philippe, Off Grid, what's going on? How are you? Nighthawk, Rural. Saw horizontal smoke pouches on the email. Website is showing black also in stock. Let me know if that's true. I don't know if it is or not. If you order them, we'll build them. Bob, what's up? Yeah, there's black. Black Coyote, 1 multicam, and there's 3 ODs remaining after we pulled orders. Isaac, listening to Lex Friedman podcast, nice. Matthew Cox, I don't know who that is. Scott Taylor, 0 cents. I'm here. Missed last day or two. Glenn Young, what's up? Do you guys remember when lights were like this? I wonder if you can still get those batteries, or if you can rebuild those ones somehow. Where is that? Here it is. Do you remember these? Real estate con man makes millions. His FBI and Secret Service chasing him for years. Really awesome. Oh, right on. Battery, yeah, the battery is the base. In fact, yeah, that literally just bolts onto it. Or attaches. Looks like the headlight of my 39 Interstate can rebuild a new battery for them. I'm sure, I'll bet there's something online for them where you can just order them. Think one of those was your first flashlight? Oh my God, I had one of these flashlights in the Scouts. Yeah, I've got a bunch of these. I collect them. I don't know, a lot of them. I'm going to put fresh batteries in this. I don't know if these are old batteries. It's weird because there's batteries in here and they didn't corrode. So while I have the feeling that these are old batteries, they might not be. I didn't look at them too closely. But it's totally clean inside, no corrosion or anything. I'm going to throw some batteries in that. That one will work for sure. This will too if I just hook it up to a power supply or something. Grandpa had. I've got some of them that are copper. I've got some of them that are brass. Old, not ancient. Got it. Interesting active quick response med kit 2 AR holder attaches. Yeah, it's horseshit. I mean, whatever. It's a answer to a question that nobody asked. I saw what you saw. We made them. Fuck, 12 years ago probably. There's one sitting on a shelf in the old building in my computer was. I saw it last time I was over there. We had a cop asked for it. Held 2 mags. Had our full-size med pouch on the front. I think that's what it was. The one you saw had Kim lights on the side. I saw the same thing. The medical backpack was interesting with all the tourniquets on the outside. If we're talking about the same thing, read the comments because holy fuck. 100 comments and everybody was like talking shit about how expensive it was, and the bag was only $4.50. They'd lose their mind if they saw our shit. Chicks are slowly starting to hatch. Nice, nice. Dollar Tree sells that brand of battery. Okay, good info. Saw a video where they cut the top off a battery open and replace them with D cells. Yeah, they're putting 18650s and rechargeables in them. I've seen a lot of videos where dudes over in India are opening up car batteries and rebuilding them. Chris Hall, what's up? Grandpa had one of those silver flashlights. Yeah. Had one of those flashlights in the Scouts like 40 years ago. Yeah, man. What color wrench rolls? I have one and only one, and it is arid. We're building them with bare hands. That's it. The feet thing is always the thing that gets me, yeah. It seems like a lot of people in India are missing hands, too, because people actually use their feet for shit. Bang, bang, what's up? So what are we thinking? Border another J6? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is something different. I mean, it could be, but aren't they pretty fucking spread thin at this point? I mean, they're still going after J6ers, and there seems like there's going to be a lot more fucking people at the border over this. I wouldn't go. I would recommend that you not go. Without OSHA, people learn the hard way. Do you think that's the case, or do you think OSHA really holds motherfuckers back? We used to build buildings in a year. Always like 90-degree military flashlights with different colored lenses. We saw one of those today, a black one. Live streaming of the border, I'm going to watch tonight without OSHA. Found a waterproof, fireproof document bag at Goodwill for 99 cents. Looked foil lined, tested my phone. Turns out it's a Faraday bag. Very cool. Very cool. Classic firearm shot. I don't know what that means. Without having millions and millions of dollars, how can change the way our nation is today to change it and make it good again? Change you. Start with you. Stop worrying about your nation and the problems that you cannot control, and change the things that you can control. Start immediately. Look down at your feet. Look at yourself in a mirror and fucking start there. And change yourself, and then change the people closest to you within arm's reach. Until that's fucking perfect, you can't fix fucking anything else. Legit OSHA rules. If you almost died a few times because of shady employers, well, go work somewhere else. Like if we truly believe shit's fucked up at work, why do we remain there? I'm not disputing, yes, there's a need for OSHA, but OSHA and the government shit is really just there to fucking steal money from fucking businesses. Typically, not always, typically a person saying that is a person who has never fucking run a business. Employees have a very different view of shit. Sure, there's some regulations that definitely need to be there. But shit's not like it used to be. If shit's so bad at work, why are you remaining at work? Yeah, keep voting, guys. Keep voting, because it worked so well last time. I'm not telling you don't vote, but do you believe fucking all those people voted for Biden? Your vote didn't do shit last time. Going to keep an eye out what happens with February 3 protests down here in San Diego. Have you seen all the illegals coming into San Diego? I mean, but what do we really know, right? It's just like they had you believe that there was like 13 of them there, and it's a still yet to meet any of these record-setting voters. Yeah, they're all dead, right? How many of them fucking have expired? People complain so much at my job. I just point out, well, you showed up again. Yeah. Solar installer, and now I have to take a 30-minute ocean class to work. Fucking crazy. Crazy. And then they fine you. Look at all the crazy shit. Bear was talking about that the other day. When the trucks pull in, and they have to get out to adjust this piece that goes into a pump, right? Because it's so high, they have to put on this fall restraint harness. But the fall restraint harness doesn't fucking restrain until you've already hit the ground. So they got to take all the time to put this thing on, and then they charge them fucking $10,000 every driver that gets out and doesn't put the fucking harness on. Radio, what's up, man? Radio made easy. Yeah, the ladder thing is fucking crazy. Nothing I built would pass OSHA inspection, but Tut's been working for me for almost 2 years. Yeah, vehicle med bags. Yeah, we got vehicle med bags. Got woodland, black, and arid ready to go. Tony from Chicago, what's up, man? Belt fed, what's going on? What's up? Evan, I was on your live earlier, and I was in a restaurant. I didn't have any sound. And then I was peeing in the bathroom, and a dude walked in, and that's when I turned my phone off. So I don't know if I had asked if a CB radio would fit in that backpack. Bought some land about an hour west. I bought some land about an hour west of you. What skill should I learn to be marketable for the area that are in high demand out that way? Nick, fuck, I don't know, man. What do you do? Are you a grown ass man, or are you a fucking, young man? I don't have a clue. The most marketable skill is show the fuck up more than 3 days in a row, because they don't. They don't. I was in Clarksville today, though. Everywhere we went had full staff. Like, everything was running normal in Clarksville. You're a little bit of HVAC, man. I got a buddy owns an HVAC company here. Cannot hire enough people. They always need HVAC guys, especially if you know what you're doing. What is called when the library is not like for everyone. Like, they have all kinds of books, but in town it kind of seems like it used to be an actual house. I don't know what you mean. Most CBs are probably, that was a joke, radio. Radio made easy. Evan, that was a joke. Because my next line was, the backpack weighs more than the CB radio. Question for John. Anybody, which SOE bags do people use for range bags? How much range bag you want? It could, if you're just going to an indoor range with a pistol, could be a tool bag. If you want to carry more stuff, large tool bag. We see a lot of guys use the large tool bags, and they're cool because both the walls inside are Velcro lined. So you can put large mesh or small mesh pockets in there to contain things in an upright position, and then you still have the room in the middle. We also see guys use our diaper bags as range bags, which are even larger. And these bags are completely Velcro lined, all four walls inside. These front pockets hold 4 PMags. And then you have all the pals on the sides here where you can affix more pouches. And then you have this flat back pocket here, which is Velcro lined against the back for cross draw. And then you also have this big pocket right here. And then also, who's to say you can't use a backpack for a range bag? They said I can't take any of the books with me, like back to, oh, interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, is it a public library doing that? I mean, books are kind of going away. There's books coming out that they just don't seem to be coming out in print. It's not like normal book. It's fucking huge and very, very, oh, Ryan, I don't know. Big textbooks. I would guess that, I know we used to go to the libraries, and you had to go to a big library to see them, but I can't remember what they're called. They were giant, like phone books.
All the resource books.
Yeah, what were they called? The green ones. They were like canvas.
Encyclopedia?
No, we would go. It was A through Z. Every part to make anything was inside them.
Bradford, no.
No, you're thinking Brad's and Dunn. No, anyways, yeah, there were books there. You'd go look shit up that you could not take home, even at the biggest San Diego library, like downtown. Yeah, guys, you can go buy, look on Marketplace, find yourself a set of Britannicas, or there's a lot of different encyclopedias. It doesn't have to be Library Britannica, but you'll find encyclopedias that are, the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, all the way up to the 90s. Tool bag makes a great range bag. It's like a library, but like someone else's house. I don't know, buddy. Most times I use small tool bag and a range at the range. Holds mags, ear pro, targets, tape. Started shopping for paperbacks. All of the audiobooks I've listened to was in the thousands of dollars real quick. Oh yeah, very quickly. I listen to prepper fiction audiobooks a lot, like every day. But then I buy, reference books and herbal books and homesteading books. And if it's available, I usually buy hardcover. But there's a lot of stuff out there that just doesn't seem to be a lot of new stuff, because new people making doing literature like homesteading and stuff like that, it's much easier for them to put out a digital copy. Or I don't know that it's much easier, but it's less cumbersome, I think. And there's a lot of used bookstores. Like there's none here. There's not a used bookstore here. There's places that call themselves antique shops that'll have like a bookcase with some books. In Jackson, there is 1 or 2 used bookstores, but they're not organized in any manner. You literally have to look at every book to find something. And then on the way into Nashville, there's a very big used bookstore. It's 2 stories. It's really big. And we bought 20 books there a couple weeks ago. Full set of 98 Britannicas, right on. What are we doing? I did Dark Devil. I'm just talking. Just got back in town, and we're just having a conversation really about whatever people want to talk about. Chris Watkins, what's up, man? Did you see that? Did I send you the thing on the pelletizer? They're putting like leaves and corn and shit in. And the machine is pushing out animal feed, like pelletized animal feed. I've seen it a few times. Different ones. Slab City has a great... Oh, yeah, I hear it does too, man. I've seen those videos too. Hauling firewood. My dump trailer business is taking off. Thanks for reminding me that I need to get off my ass and get to work. Right on, Calvin. How many trailers you got? Are you dropping dump trailers? Is that what you're doing? Any good prepper fiction books I've listened to? Fuck all of them, man. Like everything. Start with A American, the Going Home series. If you haven't read that one or listened to it, 299 Days. I mean, there's so many of them. Is the pelletizer electric? It's a motor that you hook up to a belt, so it can be electric, or it can be, you know, anything that'll turn a pulley. It could be a PTO, I guess. Detroit, man. I don't know what you're saying. Ryan Clayton, how many fucking times are you going to say it's way bigger than a normal book? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know if YouTube just keeps saying what you're saying over and over. I have some fucking books that are way bigger than normal books. They're like family Bibles. They're enormous. I've been to rare bookstores where they have fucking huge books. But I don't know. But I've seen you type out the same thing like a dozen times now. I only have one trailer. My plan is to get multiple trailers and drop them off. Yep, we got a dude here that does that, man. Joshua Winnie, very cool. I think Ryan drinks, there's something, man. There's definitely something there. It's called the True American Sovereign Citizens Code of Conduct to Sustaining All Forms of Life. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Did you just look that up, or were you testing to see if we knew what it was? Because I didn't know what it was. Adam H., what's up, buddy? Banned for being old and forbidden knowledge. I think there's a lot of shit like that. They don't have to go and remove books anymore from every library. Now they just remove it from the internet. It won't be, well, I don't know that. I was going to say it won't be long until kids can't read. They already can't read cursive. They can't read handwriting. City directory. Tyler, you need to roll through Ranch Steakhouse in Oklahoma City one of these days. I'll fire off plenty of Jerky Boy references. Right on. Asbestos, I put mustard on that shit and eat it. We were launching the tennis ball launcher at Tyler, and his asshole's all bruised now. Do I know anyone who's messed with aircrete? No, I've not. I don't. I mean, you hear people on survival podcast and, you know, different places talk about it, but no, I don't personally. When are you going to do it? Next diaper bag coming up. Could it be Typhon toxic? Dude, I don't fucking know why I don't have that. We just kicked out 4 of those. I know I told you last time, send me an email. Send an email right now. Just send me a fucking email, and we'll make sure that happens, yes. I've turned some of them over. I don't know why, what has happened with them. I don't know. Inner city kids are illiterate. Golden Corral Commandos checking in. I've only seen one Golden Corral in my life, and it was in Nashville, and we went there once, and it was lacking. I can tell you that I've never been back, and I haven't seen one since. I don't even know if it's still open. If you started over with no customer base, would you do the gun show sales technique again? No, probably not. Gun shows are dying, at least here. Maybe different in California. I really thought gun shows were going to be fucking awesome when we moved to Tennessee, and they were pretty fucking lame. No, build an audience on social media. I mean, we do all these things for in case, right? We do all this shit for in case the world collapses, in case we don't have electricity. You're not going to be doing what you're doing anyways, right? I buy up non-power tools and old, you know, like this cream separator, right? But that didn't mean I turned off my fucking electricity and I stopped drinking milk that was already made. So build an audience on social media, and then you can market whatever you're going to market to your audience. But you're not going to do shit without the audience. Jez, loser. You can't even fucking spell your name right. Who the fuck are you speaking to? Didn't you mean Jizz? Jody gave me a mannequin head to practice my cornrows on. Those are called dolly heads. Do you need them? I actually buy them to put gas masks on. And now I buy like the old canvas ones. And the really old ones, they sell for a couple $100. I was going to walk over here. I thought I used to have one sitting over here. But you can buy them for about $20, current made ones that look just the same. I think they are probably just the same. They're just not aged. I did buy some crates today, some Coca-Cola and some Pepsi crates, these old wood ones. I'm going to bolt them to the wall and use them as shelves. I also think I'm going to take some trunks, like some small trunks, steamer trunks, and bolt those to the wall also. But I got all these. So I think what I'm going to do is put cross shelving in them and mount them on the wall this way. And then put some LED stripping lighting in them. Buenas noches. Hace frío aquí. Que hora tienes, bro? What's going on, man? I don't know what you said. I'm sure that I just slayed that completely. Dog collars? No, they're never in stock, man. We got to build them. Literally never in stock. You actually don't actually go to Golden Corral just referencing Risky's Raiders. Got it. Is that Risky Krisky? We have Golden Corral in Arkansas. They are having one this weekend in Jackson. A gun show? It'll be super fucking lame. It'll be fucking horrible. I went to a gun show in Jackson once. Is it cold? What time is it? It is raining and it is chilly. And here it is 9:49. What's that? Nuevo? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, ocho, nuevo. Cuatro huevo. Good night. Something about it being cold. And what time is it? Lo siento. I feel so low. I see my toes. Lo siento. Golden Corral likes to leave their raw steak out in the sun and get covered in flies. Is that true? Your Spanish competes with your text message spelling. I just don't fucking care. That's what it comes. I just don't care because I can't see it, and I'm usually doing two other things. I'm walking while I'm doing it or driving. So when I reread it, I kind of know what I said, and I'm like, they'll get it. Gun shows are crapshoot, but you can always meet good connections. For Tennessee, I've seen cooler shit at the military shows, the military collector shows, like modern shit at the military collector shows. Like I bought a bunch of medical kits, and I bought a bunch of Pelican kits that had a bunch of burn medical stuff in it at a military collector show. That's where I've done better there. News report said, so over 10 years ago, I always remember it when I see their restaurant. Got it. I only know enough Spanish to know if you're talking about my mom. I just know where the donkey show is. You fire guns in there? No, we're not in Iraq, bro. What do you call a deaf? Gonna call it a lip reader. I got it. Trying to get banned? Who's trying to get banned? I don't know who we're talking to. Someone needs to hold Frodium's hand. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll remove Frodium. Hey, Frodium, you're burnt, buddy. if you didn't mean to be a dipshit, we always like to sacrifice one person in the evening. So your account's burned. Come back with a new fake one tomorrow. I only know enough Spanish to know Scully isn't Spanish. He says, I'm Spanish, not Mexican, man. Found 20 Bakelite AK mags at a show once. Right on. Oh, yeah. I didn't even see Frodium typing it. He fucking typed a lot of shit I see that has been removed. Sparks, what's up, man? How are you? You can get 2 bowling balls in a diaper bag. Can you really? Is that for sure? We saw some people bowling today. They were not very good, though they were probably better than me. We went to this place called Miss Lucille's. It's an antique market. It's more of like new, trendy house goods. Everybody and their fucking brother that's making soap has a booth there. But they do have some cool shit. I got this fish there. And they have a cool sandwich shop in there, but they were so busy we couldn't get in there. So I just Googled fine dining. And Clarksville doesn't have a calibration as to what they allow you to say is fine dining. But a place came up called Dock 17, and the pictures look good. So it turns out it's right around the corner. And they have this big place called the Forums. It's an inside go-kart. There's a carousel. There's bowling. There's shuffleboard. There's an arcade. It's actually pretty neat. But the restaurant, it was actually really good. We had breakfast, late breakfast, early lunch there. Neat place. And the food was good. We'll actually go back there. You and Scully are great on the show. I'm with him on Glocks. He doesn't, Bull Rush. He has said that Glock shit for as long as I can remember since Glocks came out. He's also had a Glock for as long as I can remember. And when you're like, what do you have on? It's almost always a Glock. Ryan, is Ryan still going, or is Amanda's comment late there? Noticed a lot of trolls lately. Isaac, maybe, but here's the deal, okay? Because we used to ban trolls all the time on Facebook, and I actually think that I probably made a mistake with some of that. Now, you can't let people say heinous shit about your family and your kids and shit. But every one of those people commenting, any phone that they interact with on social media, like stuff that I looked up today, you guys will get it targeted to you in your recommendations and your searches. Do you ever notice just like one morning you wake up, you're checking Instagram and you're like, why am I seeing this weird shit? It's usually my fault. But that's how that works. So when they comment and interact, it spikes the algorithm to everybody that they interact with also. So you could have a complete troll with a burner account. His fucking phone knows who he fucking talks to, and they're the real people that know who he is. They're going to see that too. Let's do a meetup at Dock 17. I think they have a section you can reserve. Let's find out, Michael. I would do that for sure. Especially if we could get a little quieter place, because you really couldn't have much of a conversation in there. But Dock 17 was good. Have you been there? Complex Patriot. I like your name there. Can't hear a word you're saying. Read lips. Turn your fucking volume up. Can everybody else hear what I'm saying? Oh great, the Navy just removed the requirement. Yeah, they did that a couple days ago. I am not. I'm from Vermont. Let's do a meetup. Homestead almost axed him. Homestead, I've almost axed him myself. Scully's EDC is a hype. It's really not. Scully bought that high point and then paid way more to have that paint job put on there. He painted that just to do that video. Quick shout out, my wife broke out the sew kit and put a new zipper in your hoodie. That's awesome, man. I don't know how to do separating zippers. If I was gonna do clothing, man, I'd be in there hand stitching that shit. I'd probably do better putting sutures in you than sewing some clothes. Barn and farm estate sales are good places to find cool stuff. Jarhead, what's up, man? Michael Sparks. They had a gun show at the National Guard not long ago. Loud and clear. Golden Corral, KCMO. Are you up there with, who else is in KCMO? Isn't that where Insane Clown Posse is? We've been to Dock 17. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. We had the breakfast menu, so like I got steak and eggs. The steak was fucking really good. Join the Navy. New products and secret. There's always new products, man. I can't bring them to market. We can't build the shit we already build. New Zealand, what's up? I have a lot of your rabbits. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. We have these rabbits here in the United States. They're white with red eyes. They're called New Zealand rabbits. I'm a real boy. Salty dog. I've got to make a repair on some pants. Gonna try my hand at stitch. Right on, right on. Good. We saw some really old machines today. We saw a machine that was set up fucking backwards. I've never seen anything like that. The building we were in, it was listed as an antique shop. It was really a junk shop. But it was an old, looks like service station. It had wood floors. There was a basement in it. And it had old wood plank floors. But it was an upholstery shop. The signage all said upholstery shop. The robots are learning. Maybe that's what it is. Hey, what in the fuck's going on with you? What are you meowing about? Bought my first sewing machine last week for $2.99. Right on, man. Right on. 76 like, 215 live. That's how it's been, Ed. That's those Fed accounts. I don't know where it was in Clarksville. We go into towns and I just put in antique stores near me. And a couple of them came up on the Google, and one of them wasn't even there. Like the building wasn't even there anymore. But we went to Studio 14, Studio 41, I think it's called, the big red one. We went to Miss Lucille's. We hit a dozen of them today. Punjab, right on. Punjab job. Found that if I make the sewing machine noises when I hand stitch straight lines. Yeah, Fed can't hit the like button. I know damn well I have hit the 100 button way more. Mods are in the game tonight. Barely have time to read shifty comments. That was just me. I banned the one dude and it removed like 40 of his comments. Glocks are good, I can't lie, but Scully's right about self-defense shooting. I'd rather lose a Glock to the court than a $1,300 Kimber. Come on, Feds. Say Waheguru, right? Waheguru. I don't know what it means, man. The hoodie's nice and warm. I'm wearing a lightweight hoodie right now. Had it on all day, all day. The salty dog is a real person. I'm married to him, and I did break out the sewing kit today. That's cool. Tulip le angel, right on, is a term used in Sikhism to refer to God as described in Guru Granth Sahib. It is the most common term to refer to God in modern Sikhism contexts. Right on. Wore one of my lightweight hoodies today. Nice. Jonathan, you make Glocks now? Amanda, I don't even see Ryan's comments. I don't see him commenting on here. Watched a good documentary today on Killdozer. Yeah, there's a few of them out there, man. It's coming up. You all need to know his name. Keep seeing this crazy sewing gadget commercial on Twitter. Looks like a spiral funnel to do edges or something. I don't know, so, Marvin Heemeyer. Shaping her blade. Sharpening her claws. She's got some pretty nice claws right now. What's your thought on ship burning and sinking? I don't even know there's a ship on fire. I don't have a fucking clue. I didn't know. What about all the submarine cables? Let's look at that. Let's take a gander at the submarine cables and how all of your messages are communicated and traveled around the world. Russians' dead hand system. What is the meaning of Satnam Weru? Satnam is delivered from secrete. Okay, I don't speak that. I'm not going to learn the language, so I'm good. I appreciate you. There was a Killdozer incident in Troy, New Hampshire once. A guy got pissed at the cops and drove his bulldozer through the station. I saw a guy in a skid steer fucking turning cars over in a parking lot a week ago on video. Michael Sparks. Don't get you started on what? What are we talking about? British ship was hit with an anti-ship missile from the Houthis. The crew has abandoned it because it is on fire and sinking. Was not aware. Was not aware. I couldn't even show you where the Houthis are on a map. I don't know. Real answer, I don't fucking care. That's not, hey, I don't want to know about it, or we're not going to discuss it. The real answer is I just don't fucking know. I had an awesome day today. I didn't know the Houthis hit any fucking ships with an anti-tank missile. Would you believe that the United States did it and blamed it on the Houthis? Would that surprise you? If it was ours, though, that fucking thing would have been underwater already. Yeah, I'm the captain now. Here in Vermont, we have Roger Pye on. He crushed the entire fleet of tractors with a big farm tractor. Is to pray to God. Right on, man. Right on. To the left of Iraq. Have you seen The Great Taking documentary? I don't know. What's it about? It might. I don't know if it's on my radar or not. Got a drum student that could make me in his... okay. Absolute fucking legendary. Make them fear construction equipment again. Oh, that's a good one. We did a Killdozer sticker a couple years ago. As a new person here, what's the taxidermy stuff about? I just like weird shit, man. We bought this building sight unseen. Well, inside, the doors were welded shut. And when we got inside, it was gutted out, stripped out, no electrical, nothing. And we just started building it out and doing a video series about it, and viewers started interacting. And we took a lot of that input and put it into the building. We had an interior designer here at one time with the contractors, and she's like, "What's your vision?" I go, "I don't know. I like the way castles look." And really, I collect weird shit. So I just started buying weird shit, and weirder stuff started coming to me. And people liked it, when we posted it on the internet and shit. It got a lot of activity and eyeballs and upped the algorithm, which generated some revenue here and there. And I just continued to get weird shit. I have a museum basically upstairs full of super weird shit. And I just like it. And people come in and they're like, why you got giraffes? I'm like, when's the last time you were in a building where somebody had a giraffe? Well, I've never been. That's why I fucking have them. The names on the accounts are getting wild. Pindu Monday. I want to meet you, Mr. Landfill. He crushed an entire fleet of cop cars with a huge ass farm tractor. Maybe the Houthis are actually the 70,000 new IRS agents. Maybe so. Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish. Knew a guy that owned an excavating company that bulldozed down his $1 million home he built and lost in divorce. Castles and airships. Yeah, that'd be cool to have. I'd like to have like a model of an airship, like a steampunk airship, you know? I like all that steampunk stuff. I'd like to have some of those metal fish that are in the museum, the restaurant in the top of the Bass Pro Shop in Memphis. Should totally bring back airships. I'm sure people would pay. Oh, hell yes, they would. Absolutely, they would. And by we, I mean you. This is the SOE show, though. Pinned you. We should. Next tattoo is going to be the word Neanderthal. Giant giraffes are great to scare the enemy. Who was it that rode the elephants? Who had the elephants? So tempted to have one of my long guns Cerakoted in a steampunk thing. You should do it, man. Pinju, join this conversation or cease commenting. Those are the options, man. Awesome, whatever your belief is, but you need to start your own YouTube channel. Or join our conversation. Imagine EMP hits, but you have an airship. Yeah, steampunk. More than gears, please. I like all the steampunk shit that actually functions, you know, the steam, the moving machines and stuff, the big puppets and shit. Local gun shop in PA has a massive taxidermy giraffe in the center. That's awesome, man. That's very cool. Closest thing to airship would be an AC-130, like a Spectre. Like the Second Mummy. The movie The Second Mummy? Yeah, yeah. Do you remember, what was that movie, Search for the Golden Monkey? Was that a TV show? These cats are fucking freaking out. I don't know what the fuck is up with them. Where are you?
I'm right here now.
Yeah, one of them stood at the fucking front top of the door, like howling.
I guess because he could hear me walking around.
Real steampunk. Yeah, do we have that in the States? It's mostly like Europe shows that I see doing that stuff. With all the steam engines and shit. Real steampunk is hydrogen economy. Is the cat doing the water gun thing again? I don't know. Oh, no, different, no. Search for the Golden Monkey. Porn? No. There was a TV show. Dude flew around in like a biplane, I think. I think he had a ship also. When the aliens come down, you know that they want to see it's that pyramid by the river down in Memphis, Tennessee. So tempting to have one of the guns painted. The steam engines at Henry Ford's museum. Does that mean unbelievable? I don't know what that's inviable. Bulrush Bear, yes, I just switched my name from 13.8 because I'm working on a YouTube channel. Brendan Bliss, what is going on? What's really up? Birmingham, but not Birmingham, Alabama, right? Hannibal, that's who I was thinking of. Yep, Hannibal. That's a lot of gear. We build this. We make everything you see here in this building. Raw material, raw Velcro, raw elastic, and we sew all of this. I started this company 35 years ago. Didn't know if you knew I'm the one who started you and Amanda's Love Talk series. You married the wrong bitch? Is that what we're talking about, Detroit? The golden monkey with the seaplane in the South China Sea. I don't know, man. I remember seeing it was a TV show, though. I remember watching it. I thought it was Search for the Golden Monkey. What's the oddest thing I have? I don't know. I have a lot of stuff, man. A lot of odd shit. I should have bought an elephant when I had the chance, and I did not. I got this monkey today. Join the wrong server again, a monkey. Show them a fabric. I don't have a fabric cutting machine. This is my fabric cutting machine. Do we have a bug out bag? Yeah, I carry one everywhere I go. Every vehicle almost has one. I carry bug out stuff on me everywhere I go. I just bought 2 more Mystery Ranch 2-day bags just to set up because I wanted some more bags. There's my cutting machine right there. If you bought an elephant, Scully would film every episode on top of that. Any tips for those shaker siphons? Bought one, but it takes me a bit to get it started. Maybe you got a poor quality one. It shouldn't take much to get it started, man. Put that thing in the fuel and just fucking jerk that thing really fast. It should start, I mean, in seconds you should have it running. Have the tank higher than the bottom of the hose has to be down lower. But it doesn't, right? It only has to start a siphon. And if you pump it and you continue to pump it up and down, it'll move fluid even if it's level. Rode an elephant at a fair before. Yeah, they ban it, man. Our kids will never have the experience of, like, you probably won't. New kids right now being born will probably never see a fucking elephant in captivity. Does anyone here have a fucking M1A Abrams? Because someone pulled up on my door with an Abrams. Do you sell material on the site? No, we don't, man. No. We use every fucking thing we get. From the massive amount of videos I've seen, you almost always have coffee and donuts. Are you talking about me? That's mostly bullshit. Like, I eat donuts, usually at events and stuff. I'll go get donuts, and I will eat them all the same day. Or if I eat them, I usually throw them away afterwards so that I don't eat them. But no, I don't have donuts all the time. cartel dudes run around with Barretts and skinny jeans? Only if they're in Tennessee. Just to be clear, what type of elephant are we talking about? Big gray elephant, fucking tusks, you know, elephant. Elephant. Do you mean African or Asian elephant? Is that what you're asking? This is why I can't watch the live stuff. I want like 10 of everything. True, we got to see the last P.T. Barnum before. Yeah, Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus had the largest railroad in the United States. Yeah, they absolutely did, man. Half of it was circus, half of it was sideshow. And a lot of that sideshow stuff went to Ripley's and went to private collections. I have a friend that collects all kinds of like legit circus stuff. I had a chance to buy one of the Ringling Brothers elephant harnesses 3 years ago. He wanted $7,000 for it. I didn't buy it. He still has a couple of them. Joe, exotic animals. Tales of the Golden Monkey. That's it, man. That's it. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've seen. Are you talking about, yeah, a fabric saw? I don't use one. We had East Wing or Eastman fabric saws in here. We don't saw cut anything. We don't cut stacks of material like that. Huge circus museum not far from us. Oh, that'd be very cool. You see the elephant get electrocuted at the World's Fair. You know they still have World's Fairs, right? I was not aware of an elephant being executed. I've seen elephants rampage and fucking crush people into a mud hole. Giraffes and elephants are amazing, but I personally truly love zebras. I think they are just so beautiful. So you can buy zebras. They start at $5,000 to $7,000. There's different kinds of zebras. They typically will bond to one person. There's a place here in Tennessee. There's several farms in Tennessee that have them. A lot of them come out of Texas. You'll see them at horse auctions. And a lot of animal auctions will have like an exotic category, and then you'll also have full-on exotic animal auctions. EMR fabric, I don't know what, I guess I don't know what that is. Great-grandfather was in Buffalo Bills. That's very cool, very cool. I know there's a lot of anti-poaching officers. Are we gonna see some giraffe rigs headed to Africa? I don't think anybody's poaching giraffes. Someone speak carny in a video? Fucking carnies, man. Inbred meth heads that fucking probably harvest body parts. I mean, aren't there a lot of carny horror films out there? I eat a whole box of donuts, then cry myself to sleep. Bro, if you ate a box of donuts, you would probably fucking go into a coma and sleep really, really well. You would probably fucking fall right asleep. Hyenas? I've got a couple hyenas. So do we sell the gear? Yeah, here, I'll show you the gear. Yeah, we sell gear. SOE, tacticalgear.com. I have 5,000 videos on this YouTube channel. A lot of them are gear. I do a video every week showing you how to sew this gear. I do a video every week talking about gear. And then we have a couple podcasts. I'm on Instagram a lot. You can see pictures of gear on Instagram if you scroll back. But yeah, we make and sell everything you see in here. We have a text app and an email. Our gear sells out pretty quick. We don't build lots of it. We'll, build 24 or 50 of something, and then we build something else. Zorses exist. I was not aware of that, like a mule. Yeah, we ship worldwide. If you can get mail there, we ship it. We ship U.S. mail. It'll hit your customs and then go from there. Guaranteed people poach giraffes. Okay. You can buy giraffes. We have them here in the States. You can get them. I know guys that breed them. Neighbor has a zebra that's mean and it killed one of his donkeys. Yeah, I've heard that, man. People say get donkeys for your livestock protection too. Donkeys and mule, man, donkeys and mule grab little baby goats and throw them way up in the air and kill them and shit. And sheep too. Carnies or snakes. Use the link in the comments from the website if you see it, buy it. 06 Mercury, what's up? Speaking about carnival people, check out Rob Zombie on Rogan. If you look at Rob Zombie on Cribs, go check it out. Watch Rob Zombie on Cribs, and then watch any of the little short videos of my living room upstairs. We have a bunch of the exact same shit, like identical shit. Special Forces used on. Yeah, I saw all that. Tactical hippie. I like them words. Tactical hippie. It's a bit better than tactical warlock. I thought he said hippo. I have a hippo too. I have some hippos. We got this today. When I saw it, I'm like, yeah, that's designed Toscano. That's probably some bullshit. Most of it's like plaster Paris. This is not. This fucking thing is ridiculously heavy. It's metal, and it came straight from Egypt. There's a shop in Clarksville that we used to go to, and some people owned it, but it was old, right? The shop was set up, but nobody was really maintaining the booths or doing anything. So we'd go through there, but there wasn't a lot of turnover. And then when we went in there a year ago, something had changed. Like it had been completely redone. There was a lot of new inventory in there, and it was very cool. Turns out the old lady that owns it, sold it, but still works there. This was her. She has a booth there, and she brought this back from Egypt. She bought it when she was in Egypt. She had some other pieces also that I did not buy, and we got to talking. We talked for probably 30 minutes, and she fucking she showed me exactly the shop she bought it from. Pretty cool. We're going to put that between the sarcophaguses. I've got a lamp that I'm going to put on it. Ukraine should contract us for gear. There's some of it that we have gear that we have guys in Ukraine that have our gear. But we don't do contract stuff, man. I sell everything I make at full retail. Like when the government buys your shit, they want a discount and shit. Like we used to do government contracts. We shipped stuff all over the place. We did stuff for the SEAL teams. We did 1,000-piece orders for the Marine Corps. Like I don't do any of that bullshit anymore. It's bullshit. It's not for me. All exotics are bred in the States. Laws made illegal to import. Yes, yeah. Zoos get stuff, and then zoos have lending and breeding programs. And then that's how people in the States get new DNA and such. Yeah, Uncle Sam wants the best deal. They'll do you like they did Danner. They'll come in and go, hey, we want 10,000 of these boots. And Danner will go, okay. And then while Danner's building the 10,000, they'll go, we want 100,000. And then Danner will go, okay. And then they'll tell you, oh, you're not building them fast enough. And because there is a government need for them, we will go have another company build your exact same thing. Like, that's how it always goes. They'll have you have basically like a government supervisor that'll come in and start looking through and inspecting your sew line. And if she's having a bad day that day, she'll just wreck the whole batch, right? You'll have these batch numbers of 1,000 pieces, and she'll fucking nitpick and find something in there, and then fucking shit can that whole batch. It's fucking horseshit. It's a nightmare. Can this in now? Yeah, you can log the fuck off of here and go slam your fucking dick in the door. Go fuck off somewhere else. Ooh, I see somebody got fucking banned here. Kid Rock has the funniest house. Kid Rock's got some cool shit, man. Growing up in the carnival and seeing a carnival riot. I watched my neighbor's donkey fuck up his goat. He had to get rid of it. Yep. That's what I'm telling you, man. People always are like, oh, get donkeys. Yeah, get fucking dogs, man. At least you can shock collar that motherfucker if you have to. Anything noteworthy in the news? No, I haven't fucking watched the news at all, man. I don't even watch the news. I listen to Tim Pool some in the evening, and if you catch him in the morning, he's talking. It's just cuts of what he did the night before. Bet David is usually pretty on it. And that's usually what I listen to. Andy Frisella, he's usually a day or two behind, but I like the perspective that he has on things. Anatolians are really, yeah, Anatolians are great. Pyrenees will do you right. It really just comes down to predator load, you know. Anatolians are more stubborn and they're more aggressive, right? Pyrenees will do you great unless you've got a really big predator load. If you've got like bigger bears or mountain lions, heavy mountain lion, like out west, man, I wouldn't run Pyrenees. I've got Pyrenees and Kangles. No Crowder. No, I don't typically listen to Crowder. Louder with Crowder? No, I don't. It's all fart jokes and bullshit, right? Isn't that Crowder? Is that who I'm thinking of? He's got his own show, and there's just, it's like, it's fucking, for every 2 minutes of information, it's fucking 28 minutes of fucking fart noises and shit. Got 100 arc accelerators. Tim Pool is phony. No one gets swatted 10 times. I don't know. Is his information incorrect? Andy and Tim is where I get most of my news. Chris Costa, sorry, spelling, sold lots of gear to Japan. Yeah. Yeah, we sold lots of gear to Japan. Absolutely. The president of Tokyo Maru would come to my shop once a year. Ashiro Nagata. We did deals with Ashiro Nagata, and he'd fucking take 100 rigs to Japan with him and sell them. K's Market, American Gun Kids. There was another one, Gammies for left-handed shooters. Those were all dealers for my dealers in Japan. Peter, what's up, man? How's everybody? AJ, what's up? Yeah, Chris is a friend. Like, I know Chris. He stops by here several times a year. Bet David sure loved Rogan. Geez. I don't know what you mean. Crowder's a 15-year-old. I mean, yeah, I used to listen. I listen to Crowder more now. Like, it'll pop up every now and then. I'll watch it, and I'm like, yeah, 10 minutes into it, I'm like, there's 9 minutes of fucking nonsense. Do we sell Cali-compliant Glock? Is there actually a thing as a Cali-compliant Glock? We don't sell any guns, man. We're a sew shop. These are all sewing machines. I promise, Tim is a clown, just like Crowder. They both are high price. I don't fucking care. Is the information correct? I ain't hanging out with Tim. I don't have business dealings with Tim. But is the information correct, right? The people that he has come on his show every night, like Larry Elders, I want to hear what he says, and that's a good venue to hear it. If you don't want to listen to it, whatever. But I don't give a shit that what you think of Tim. I don't care. He ain't my boy. But is the information? Where am I going to listen at 7 o'clock at night while I sew on that sewing machine for 2 hours before I get here and talk to everybody that I talk to every single night? Every day of the year I do this. And I sew almost always before that. and that's a show that's on at 7:30, and I can listen for 30 minutes to an hour and hear in the first 15 minutes what's happening that I might want to know about. So what do you recommend that I replace that with? What does he look like without a stocking hat? I don't give two shits. I wear a fucking beanie all the time. Go watch the last 5 years of my videos. I don't fucking care. He's probably bald. That's probably why he wears it. Or maybe he wears it because I do, because I look stupid in a hat and I like wearing a beanie. Gen 3 are the only one on the list. I didn't know that. Glock 15 AK Mag 67. Got them 75 rounds for work. Ding, ding, dang, preach. Texas about to have Alamo 2.0. You think so? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. You got all those Border Patrol guys. There's a lot of shit out there with the Border Patrol guys saying that they're going to side with Texas. It'll be interesting to see what the National Guard guys do. Dude, we did not have sushi today. We went to Yellowtail, walked in, and the fucking place was packed. There was like 20 people waiting. No, we sure didn't. Did a hand repair on your down vest, right on. That's other than a hand repair, I don't know how you would repair a down vest. That or like the adhesive stickers. Wear a tall top hat. Do you really? I have a couple top hats. I've got some bowler hats too. Like real top hats. They're beaver. Very independent. Steve Ram, Gavin McGinnis. Right on. I listen to Bear every morning. He's still 2-3 days late though. I love Bear stuff. Like Bear's my friend. Like I speak to him every day. Information is gate kept and he faked 10 Bull Rush, man, you sure fucking have a lot of time to worry about Tim Pool. I literally mentioned the motherfucker in one sentence and all of your comments have been about him. But it's a trip because I don't recall ever seeing you on this video that I've done every fucking night for, well, ever since they started doing live feeds. You act like fucking Tim Pool's ex-girlfriend. Sounds like General Hummel situation. Thinking Trump is needed for a better country for it. I don't know how you could not think that. Whether you like Trump or not, was your life better 4 years ago? Was your life fucking better? Even during the lockdowns, was your life better than now? And I've known Reg for 600 weeks with where I don't know what that means. California removed microstamp and loaded chamber indicator requirements. I have different levels of beanies for most. Yeah, I mean, here's a beanie here. Here's another one. This is the one I wear outside. You can see it's all faded. Here's one from the run we just did. Here's another one. Here's the Smart Wool weenie, the Smart Wool beanie. I literally put this on at 9 o'clock this morning and took it off an hour ago when I walked back in the building. Totally rockin' Irish cap. I don't know what that is, man. I look absolutely stupid in a hat. My ears stick out. I look like a 12-year-old. You think Texas is going to be a January 6th? I don't know, man. I don't know. Kind of like the trucker convoy in Canada. They didn't go after the truckers for the trucker convoy in D.C., though. I don't know. Yeah, the algorithm is putting my videos in front of some weirdos, children, young kids, but it's popping up in the feeds. Most of it's in other countries. Treat Llama MP5 Meg. I might be out of spells, but I'm not out of shells. Will the iPad Pro sleeve fit a 13.5 MacBook? I think it does, AJ. I really think it did. I think that's what Amanda has. And it did fit. But I don't have any of them. You need to know that. I don't have any of them. Pull off a top hat, but not a Little Rascals hat. I have several top hats. Whenever I find a nice top hat that fits me, that's a real like beaver one, I buy it. Same with like bowler hats. Arcade Gamer, what's up? How's the Smart Wool? Oh, I love it. I've got on Smart Wool socks, Smart Wool beanie. I don't have on a Smart Wool shirt right now. I've been wearing a Kuhl, Kuhl shirt. I like that thing a lot. I've got several Smart Wools, 200 and 400 weights. Are you doing what you are doing? I don't know what that means. I'm new here to the live, but I enjoy you and Scully. My bad about... No worries, dude. No worries. I'm not going to remember any of it tomorrow. No worries. I do these videos every night. Jump on anytime. At 9 o'clock, you can almost bet that I am here doing this. We talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Shoe size 10.5. As a member of the Big Goofy Ear Club, I approve of tucking them into hats. Do you wear a hat? I don't recall seeing you in a hat. What was the chemical in top hats? Mercury. Mercury. Can you explain what this stream is about? The algorithm sent me, apparently. We're just a bunch of people that get on here every night and I talk. I started this company 35 years ago. I have a couple of podcasts and I have about 3 million combined people following my social medias. Really, I'm a sew shop, and that's what I started doing. We made military equipment for the SEAL teams and Special Forces units. I still do some, but we do a lot of lifestyle stuff. Now I moved from San Diego, California to Tennessee in the middle of nowhere, and I have a little farm and stuff here. But because of social media, I just have the ability to do business with people around the world. And then we started having Self-Reliance Festival here. We used to have some parties, which was, machine guns and rock bands and rappers and all kinds of aerial arts and all kinds of stuff. So I just get on here at 9 o'clock, and I've run a business for 35 years, and I talk to a lot of people. And really it's about a lot of people have been programmed incorrectly, right? People say things like, oh, money is not everything. Money can't buy happiness. And that's kind of true, but not the way they mean it, right? They have been convinced that they don't need money, so they don't need to work. And people look at what I do, and they say, how can you do that? And I say, well, you can also do it, right? We just need to identify, if money's not everything, how come you get up every morning at a time you don't want to get up, to go to a place you don't want to go to and be with a lot of people you don't want to be with, and they only give you a finite amount of money. When you pay your bills and you have some of that money left over, what do you spend that money on? That one thing that you always go back to, right? How do we identify that and then take that and make that what you do, right? So how do we make that monetizable? And it really starts with, you could just be a weird dude that likes to smell the smoke that comes off of a fucking, the flint from a lighter, right? Build content on that and just do that. Whatever weird thing or thing you love to do, because there's some other weirdos that will show up. And once you build your audience, then we can monetize the audience, right? Whether that be branded product that you don't have to print, or whether it be product that you actually, manufacture yourself. This is a checkbook cover. This is a 4-pistol mag. This is a radio pouch. I've got tool bags sitting all around me, right? It can be anything. And once you build that audience, then you can figure out how to monetize that audience. Once you break 10,000 on your social media accounts, you can start asking for affiliate codes. Once you break 50,000, people will start offering you affiliate codes. Once you break 100,000, people will start paying you cash for products to show up, right? It's for you to actually review their products. So that's the deal. I have big Dumbo ears and a bald head. Hats never reach my ears. I own GDI and Armored and most of ISIS. I own GDI and Armored and most of ISIS. I don't know what you're talking about. My sheep farmer cousin let us try lamb organ meat. Nice, nice. What'd you think of it? Went and visited my grandpa out of Hazen, North Dakota, and out in front of their post office, it still says John F. Kennedy is president. Yeah, the government killed him. Charlie Wood, what up? Mercury, that's right. So Chris F., does that kind of explain? This is a sew shop. We build all the stuff you see in here. That's what we do. But as a byproduct, some people get on here to see the gear because they want to buy it. Other people get on here because they just want to talk to everybody that's on here. Full-time media. Yeah, I spend more time doing media company than doing this. And no matter what your business is, you need to have media. You need to be a media company to some extent because that is the advertising today. You're going to pay somebody a lot of money to do what you can do in a very little amount of time. You just have to figure out the media stuff, right? And you guys all remember when cell phones came out and your parents were like, I'm not using that cell phone, right? That's the situation you're in right now. You can learn a little social media or you can pay somebody a lot to do a little of your social media. I met this guy with Mark when I was 15. We spoke most of the time. I don't know what we're talking about there. Making the market of people to social media is crazy. But that assumes that I don't tweak the fuck out of my parking lot and cut the cats off. Dude, Ryan, I don't know what you're fucking talking about, man. Chill the fuck out. Like you're having a conversation that nobody fucking else is in. Like you're in a conversation that is not this one. Mercury was used to stiffen hats. That's where Mad as a Hatter came from. Yep. This is my social hour. Been here since Jaeger passed. Got it. I've been here. I moved here because Jaeger was here 20 years ago. And then I did business with Jaeger since, I don't know, 2002? Probably 2000. Social media was something I was learning about and didn't realize it growing up. Now it's full time. Yeah, everybody does social media. You have these fucking weirdos that are like, I don't do social media. Every one of you hearing my voice right now is on social media. All of you. I don't want social media. If you got a fucking cell phone, everybody you're worried about knows where you are anyways. Show your face, clown. Fuck off. You're gone. Everyone needs to carry Narcan. Yep. Already have chickens. What would you suggest next for livestock? Land's not an issue. If land is truly, I mean, what do you like to eat, man? What do you want to do with the land? If you want to build land, you're going to need a ruminant. You're going to need goats. You're going to need sheep. You're going to need cows. And if you don't like goats, then don't have goats. And if you don't like eating sheep, don't eat sheep. Do we want to sell the cows? Do we want the milk from the cows? Do we just want to feed the cows? Do we have the land to feed the cows, right? Typically, you're going to need 2 acres for each cow to produce the grass that you're going to feed the cow. Now, people are going to start typing right now that that's not correct. It depends how you want to do it. Do you want to bring in rolled bales? Do you want to store rolled bales? Do you have a dry place to put rolled bales? It really comes down, the real answer is, what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? I would tell you rabbits because they're quiet. Nobody knows you have them. They're super easy to maintain, although you do have to feed and water them every day. Now, the rabbits, more valuable than the rabbit is the manure. You can take that manure and turn it right into your garden. I grow in raised beds, so I use a lot of rabbit manure. I can also take, I've got 60 rabbits right now. I can turn that into 1,000 rabbits in 6 months. That's a lot of fucking protein. Pound per pound, right? 1 pound of input to 1 pound of meat. You're not going to beat a rabbit. Chickens are awesome because they immediately start giving you eggs in 6 months. Like, what episode from South Park Cartman tries to go to the Special Olympics? Again, I don't know. Ryan, you're gone, buddy. You're gone. Don't comment here one more time tonight, and I'm banning you. You can come back tomorrow and comment, but you are having a fucking conversation that I am not in the fucking middle of, and you are irritating the shit out of me right now. Don't say okay. Don't say anything. Just do not type any more words tonight. Oh, too late. Ryan Clayton's gone. Thanks for the channel summary. Is this political? Does it look political? Why are we even asking that fucking question? Who did you vote for? I don't give a shit. Did you wear a mask? You and I ain't gonna be friends. Did you take the vaccine? Whatever. If you want to walk in here and be where I am, walk the fuck in here, and don't bother telling me about it, and act like a normal person, and we can be fine. If you drive in here with a Joe Biden or a Hillary sticker, I'm going to laugh at you. I'm going to joke it with you, but I'm not going to be hostile towards you. But if you come in here and disclose it, then you obviously have ill intentions, and I don't need to be around you. So if any of that fits you, you can decide whether you want to be here or not. He's asking for his Fed folder, maybe. Maybe. Call the cops. Sewed a couple zippered knife pouches to the outside of an 18-inch round duffel for small stuff. Okay, that's kind of weird. I would not have, not my radar, but dude, your products, if that's what you need, cool. Rabbits are the best, in my opinion, for anyone who doesn't have the room for cows or pigs. I raised them several years until I moved. They will be number one on my list. Yeah, I run the rabbit grow outs on in tractors, right? So we rotate them. So, and you can do sheep in a pen too. I've got a movable pen that we put sheep in. So we move it, and then 2 days later we put chicken where the sheep were, because at day 3 the fly larva is going to hatch in the manure, and the chickens are going to eat that larva. So it cuts your fly load down, and they're also going to scratch it into the ground. Would you recommend rabbits to use as a lawnmower? I do that. It's called alley cropping or rotational grazing, but I have too much grass for that. You better have a lot of rabbits, and you better have them in a lot of tractors side by side. Will Ryan fuck it up? See, he already got banned. I didn't even ban him. Somebody else did. Coupon code. It could be a random percentage. You have 3 acres, right on, right on. I'm on 10. I've got rabbits on about 3. The grass grows way too fast, but I have sheep also, so I've stopped really mowing. I only mowed a couple times last year. I've got a D21 diesel Kubota, and I've got a Exmark laser, really fast mower. Do you have any goat? No, I had 23 goats. I got rid of goats long ago. I will never fuck with goats again. Do you sell chemical weapons? What do you think, dipshit? Yeah, rabbits are easy, but they piss sideways. They will. Yeah, bucks will piss on you. Keep your bucks on one side. Keep your females somewhere else. Or keep the bucks on the end cages. And have several bucks, right? When you get a buck that pisses on you, just kill that motherfucker. I breed rabbits. We feed them to the dogs. I've got 5 big dogs here, and they all eat raw whole rabbits. I kill rabbits and give them the whole entire rabbit. Why no more goats? Goats don't eat anything I want them to eat. They eat everything I don't want them to eat. They damage fencing. They're the hardest animal on any fencing. They eat the bark off of trees. They literally, it's like they figure out what you don't want them to do and they do that. Yeah, Josh was here when we had a lot of goats, right? We had a lot of goats here. Tactical Hippie, have a good night. Would you ever make a drop leg gas mask holder in various colors? Probably fuck no. We made 2 of them. I did a side opening and a top opening. What do you mean various colors? Why? How many colors do you need? Do you mean one drop leg that is multiple colors, or you want multiple versions of the same thing? I say that I won't ever make a gas mask carrier, but I actually happen to have gas mask pattern set right here that I pulled out a couple weeks ago. Goats are the worst toddlers, yeah, and they fucking stink. And here's something they don't seem to tell you. Male goats do a handstand and suck their own dicks. Male goats stand and piss up past their heads and piss all over their own goatees and faces. Male goats rape every fucking other animal in the barnyard, even if it's not a goat. Really wanting goats? Well, dude, if you want goats, get goats, though. But why do you want goats? Most people who haven't had them, they want them because they don't really have a reason why. If you have a bunch of brush clearing to do, get goats. But stay away from, don't get pygmy goats. La Manchas are a heavier breed, more for milk. Nubian goats are a bigger goat. When you get into bigger goats, like, and you get a fucking billy goat come running at you, you're not just going to kick that thing. Like, some of those goats are 200-pound goats. Look up Spanish goats. If you took Spanish goats and left them on an island and came back 20 years later, you would still have goats. Like, those things can eat junk and still live. They can eat brush and sticks and shit. Nubian goats will steal your bike, so watch out. Guys, I gotta piss. Hold on. I'm gonna set this down for a second. I'll be right back. All right. Whatever happened to Babyhead? He grew up. He's got his own apartment. Only dwarf I worry about fucking my chickens is Joe Rogan. I don't get it, man. You say some weird shit about people that you don't know. Whatever happened to Babyhead? So to be clear, the channel is apolitical, but if someone talks about Biden, that's not cool. Chris F, fuck off, man. Like, why? Go somewhere else, man. I do this every fucking night, and you're literally like the first person that has asked shit about it. Are you insinuating that I like Biden? No, I don't like anything about Biden. I think he's a pedophile, and I think that all pedophiles should be put through wood chippers. Do I like Trump? I am way more aligned with Trump than fucking anybody else that's ever been a president while I've been alive. My life, my employees' lives, my businesses, all were fucking better and easier while Trump was in office. So am I fucking clear where I stand on this? But I also didn't bring it up. You guys brought it up. So fucking kindly step the fuck out or join the conversation that we're having. That intermission was brought to you by Solomon Shoes. Mother-in-law has small goats at her farm, Tallahassee, and they're cleaning. Yeah, then that's awesome, man. That's perfect. That's perfect. I also didn't like pet baby goats and become friendly with them. My goats, my sheep, all my animals were trained to a 1 gallon Rubbermaid pitcher, and I put some feed in there and shake it, and they know that they're going to get fed something. They come running. If you're going to have to keep sheep or goats confined in a small area, it is fast going to become a muddy fucking mess. If you can rotationally move them, then they'll be a lot easier. Do you have DPC? No, we don't sell any uniforms. Chris Biden has not added a single positive thing to the country. And Tyler, I hear from Tyler every couple months. I get messages just out of the blue. He actually showed up here a year ago, was here for a day or two, said he was coming back, and we never saw him. What's apolitical? Here's the deal. If you're a business owner, there's not a fucking business owner out there that does a real business, right? Unless the government's giving them money that is anything for a Democrat or Joe Biden. You have two kinds of people in the world. You have fucking people that have fucking calluses and scars on their hands, and you have the ones that don't. You have people that produce a product, and then people seek them out. They stay in business solely because somebody willingly gives them money for their product or their service. Like a dentist, for instance, right? If I need a dentist Saturday at midnight and I need a dentist, I'm going to pay that motherfucker anything he wants to come into the office and fix my problem on Sunday. Then you have the other kind of people, bureaucrats. The DMV, for instance. The courthouse. Would you ever go there if it wasn't for the threat of a gun? Would you ever go buy a vehicle and then yearly pay tax on it and pay to register the motherfucker if it wasn't for a gun? And if you think it's not a gun, that's the only reason you do it. You pay those fucking fees because if you have expired tags and a cop pulls you over and then he sends you to court and you don't go to court, they're going to send guys with guns. It always comes down to guns. I don't think you should pay taxes. I don't think there should be any taxes. I don't think there should be fucking almost any of the government. The government should take care of the shit on the border, not what you do. Somebody breaks into your house, you kill them. Somebody wrongs your fucking family, you duel it out or you kill them if they harm your child. That's what I think. Are we clear on what I think? Battery's running low, so I don't know what the last thing you just heard was. Chris, you're mistaking. I am not upset. This is not upset. This is making it very fucking clear for everybody here. Yeah, there's two kinds of people. People that produce a product that other people seek out, and people that stay in business solely because the government makes citizens go to them, like the DMV. And the only way they exist is because people steal money from the other group of people. The people who build something and then sell their wares, the only reason the bureaucrats, like the DMV, all those guys, the only way they stay in business is because they steal money from the other class. Yeah, mutual combat's legal until one guy wins. Go to the park and have a duel. See how that works out for the winner. Yeah, useless eaters. That's what they call us. So my 10-year-old said, Dad, do you feel that way? Natural law, yep. I'm more of an anarchist. And most people, when they hear that, they think the anarchy sign and fucking kids with spray paint and lighting fires and shit. That's not what anarchy is. My dad's delivered 6,000 kids. What is Typhon camo used for? To look cool. This is Typhon camo right here. I think they did it originally as a law enforcement uniform. It just had a cool pattern to it. I like multicam black better, really. Yeah, self-govern. Self-govern. No victim, no crime. When they list the victim as the state, nah, if you don't have somebody up there, if you can't face your accuser as an individual soul, as an actual real person, no victim, no crime. Every one of you should know what jury nullification means. If you mind your own business, you won't be minding mine. That's exactly it, man. That's exactly it. I don't like that the dude across the street has a fucking trash lot that looks like Sanford & Son. I'm also not going to go and call the police and have them clean it up. I'm not going to tell him he has to clean it up. It's his property. If I don't like it, I had fucking 15 years where I could have bought it, and I didn't buy it because I didn't want the small 3 acres that was the swamp. He doesn't seem to mind it. He lives in the swamp. It literally is a swamp. I can plant fucking trees. I can plant bamboo. I can pile up a berm of dirt. But I don't get to say shit about what he does on his property. Just like he doesn't get to say shit when we've got 40 fucking belt-fed machine guns out here for fucking 12 hours and a Mark 19 and M2s just tearing shit up. He doesn't get to say shit about what I do. He doesn't get to say shit when I light a bonfire that burns for 10 days that you see 2 miles away. He doesn't get to say shit about what I do either. And that's how it works. That's how it works. If you don't want to see what your neighbor's doing, you should have bought the fucking property before your neighbor bought it. The country was founded on individuals' freedom and responsibilities. You can be successful or unsuccessful as you want. Yes, and they have convinced people that they don't want to be successful. The calibration is very, very low. Most people have never worked a day of work outside in the heat. And now when they work outside in the heat, they've got fucking air-conditioned trailers, and they have to have so many hours in the trailer and rest, right? People don't know what this country was built on. Most kids growing up right now never lived without air conditioning. Air conditioning didn't fucking exist. Like we were too poor to have it. We didn't have air conditioning. Shit, we lived in houses didn't even have fucking heat. Now, granted, California, right? 30-degree weather, 20-degree weather. But it was still cold in the house. You just put on blankets. But it was also 105 degrees when they would drop me off at a job site when I was 13 with a pickaxe and a sledgehammer and a wheelbarrow. And I worked 10 fucking hours busting up concrete slabs, pickaxing them out, and wheelbarrowing them around front. I did that in fucking 100-degree weather. There was no air conditioning. Fuck, I didn't even have cold water. Name a car for an edit. What car do you have? Let's do that. What car do you have? I'm in HVAC? Nah, man. You have a license to make money right now, man. My buddy has an HVAC company here in town. He cannot get enough techs. Samsung pays him fat money to come into Nashville and do education on new Samsung equipment. He does a lot, like big stuff, commercial shit and stuff. What hour is it for you? It's 1 a.m. for you. For me, it is 11:06 right now. Bad question. I've been employed since I was 13. People forget how hard farmers. Yeah, everybody, like, I do these videos like, hey, I'm up at 4:30 in the morning, get up and work hard, right? Every farmer gets up at 4:30. Do you know that most farmers work another full-time job to be able to farm? Because the government has it so fucked up for the farmers. We're lucky that those motherfuckers still want to farm. There's no money in it. It's literally gambling. They have insurance because the crops are going to. The government manipulates the weather. The government poisons everything. The government says what they can and can't do. And then when they die, the government fucking makes the taxes so fucking high that they have to fucking, the kids that inherit the property have to sell half of it to pay the inheritance fucking fees. 50 years old, grew up near Boston, live in New Hampshire. We can't find anyone to work landscaping. I'm right here with you, man. I own 52 sewing machines, and I've never had 20 of them run here. Everybody's like, American labor, American this, American that. I'm all about it. Love it. When I ran Mexican labor in San Diego, I never had a problem. If I wanted 20 more employees next week, I would have them. Mexican. Not fucking Americans. Yeah, we both work full time so we can farm. That's it. Exactly. Most business owners starting out work fucking 2 other jobs. They do that shit. It's what it takes. The difference between having a job where you're having a business, right? You've had a business for 5 years. The difference between having a business where you're hoping to make $100,000 that year and making $1 million every month is the effort and the time you put in the first 3 years. That means you don't have a house the first 3 years. You live in your shop, but I'm not allowed to. Nobody's allowed to. You just fucking do it. And why are you not allowed to live in your shop? Why do they have any fucking say about it? Because they want you to pay taxes on 2 locations. You keep your fucking mouth shut. You stop asking, right? Why do you have to get a business license? So they can fucking tax you. You put everything in that fucking business. But my family, your family comes to work with you. And then when you don't have enough money, you go do delivery routes and you do driving and you do other shit at night while you're not doing your business. Farmers are bona fide hedgers. That's why the commodity market even exists. We all have to do our part and grow our own food and help folks. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? We don't have to be farmers that sell to the commodities. Every one of you can produce food in a 4x8, right? It is your duty as an American. It is your patriotic duty to grow a victory garden. It's what we were telling people during World War II. Every U.S. citizen should have 3 chickens. That's what we were telling people in World War II. Look it up. There's still radio ads are there. The newspaper ads are there. The fucking television ads are there. They're on YouTube. You can see them. Over here in Puerto Rico, our economy came from farming, but when the Johns Act was created by the U.S., we've been fucked. Also, one of our governors fucked up by shutting down most factories. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's happening here too, man. It's fucked so much now. We have to deal with millionaires buying land over here and making it hard for the population to find a place. That's it exactly, right? The millionaires have made so much money. The billionaires, the hedge funds, they're buying up all the land, and now you guys are in the way. Their plan is to depopulate half of the population. They want you dead. The other half is going to be pushed into smart cities, and then the ones that don't politically align with them, they're going to snatch you up for re-education. What's re-education going to be? Oh, you're going to work in their coal mines. You're going to work on their factory farms. You're going to be their labor slaves. It's Hunger Games. It's Hunger Games. Look up Agenda 21. Look up Agenda 31. Listen to the guys at Davos when they talk. You know, they publish all of that. Like when they did Event 201 and this latest one that they just did another one too of Virus X, right? They did a whole nother war game. Do you know they did Event 201? And then 8 months later, COVID came out. Like, are you aware of this? If you're not, you should check it. They actually the World Health Organization, Davos, right? The World Economic Forum. They actually published those videos. You can see what they said. You'll eat the bugs. You'll live in the pod. You'll own nothing. You'll be happy. What do you think the virtual reality shit's about? They have games like that. Ready Player One. Black Mirror had a couple episodes. I've not seen them, but I know the gist of it, right? You're going to sit on a bicycle. You're going to watch some television or show or be entertained while on a bicycle to generate electricity. But more importantly, it eats up your energy and it keeps you from overthrowing the overlords, right? You have a thing to go to. You have something to do. You have a task. You will wear your goggles. You'll sit on a couch naked and masturbate while you see a girl through the goggles. But really, it's an emaciated dude who has been shitting on the couch for the last 5 days. Hell, you have video game competitions where kids don't eat and drink a lot of energy drinks and literally die during the multi-day video game events. You have power go off in major cities for 6 hours and teenagers commit suicide over it. Yeah, you'll have no balls and be happy. Well, I mean, look at the testosterone levels of the modern male in the United States. They're poisoning you. The food that you buy from the clown store, which is really any store where they hand food to you through a window in the wall, that's clown food. Think about it. Wendy's had a clown. McDonald's had a clown. Burger King has a clown. They all have clowns. Palestine's a 15-minute city. They're building one in Knoxville. They're building them all over the place. If you don't know what 15-minute city is, look that up. Do you know they just banned, it is illegal to do any transaction in cash, in paper money in Europe right now over $1,000. That just went into effect. Dan Holloway, I don't know who that is. I know Dan Bongino. Is that lost and found? Ran into a sticker in the stall of a public restroom. Showed to flush the toilet paper and not throw it away. Yeah, so they're in a lot. My wife, we talked about this last week. My wife was in a bathroom in a gas station, a big truck stop gas station, and that's what's there because they're moving all the immigrants across. They don't read the language. And it says, put the toilet paper, it shows putting the toilet paper in the toilet instead of the trash can. Yes, we talked about this last week. 24 is going to be a wild ride? Fuck yes, it is. I mean, we're not even done with January yet, and look at it. And remember, they weren't burning the cities and towns down. They were doing that shit while Trump was in office. It all stopped when Biden went in, right? So if Trump gets reelected, just imagine what's coming. My coworkers eat out every day. I eat ribeyes, man. I eat ribeyes. I can go to the grocery store here, which has a meat cutter in it, and buy 2 ribeyes, a sweet potato, and a cucumber, and come back here and cook it faster than I can go to McDonald's. And it costs about the same now. The price is almost the same to buy ribeyes. Do you know McDonald's hamburgers are fucking $8 now? Do you know there's fast food burgers out there that are $10? Aliens in Miami. Russia made it so processed food is banned. Yeah, a lot of places do, right? The places we call the enemy. We have a perception that we have it so good, right? And we have the perception that every place else are warlords and everything's, so bad. How many of us have actually been there to see it for ourselves, though? New t-shirt idea from the migrant crisis. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah, that's a good one. I want a bumper sticker of fuck around and find out 24. I still remember your advice you gave me. If you're not buying shit to help you make money right now, you don't need it. Yep. I am very lucky that the shit I buy makes money, right? I use it in advertising. I use it in entertaining. I build content around it. Think about it. When I bought the first Porsche, I put a picture of it. There was 1,000 comments. There were so many people talking shit on that one picture. And I ran a discount code because the algorithm was elevated, right? And I made $50,000. I literally made a post from the hotel room, and we went and had sushi, and I did $48,000 that night before midnight. When I bought the second Porsche, I did the same thing, and I made $120,000 that weekend off of that code. My accountant would have said, yeah, you can't buy a Porsche, right? It doesn't really fit your business. Fucking paid for itself. Both times. McDonald's over here in Puerto Rico are okay. They aren't possessed and are processed and are natural. Wendy's use natural beef patties from PR. Right on. Absolutely love the diaper bag. Amazing quality. Claymore bag looks like half the size of the diaper. Yeah, probably. Probably about. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off of here. Porsche, your favorite sports car? It's nice if you want to drive them, right? It's like Lamborghini, cool. Ferrari, super finicky. But if you want to drive it all the time and like truly drive it, Porsche. The dealer support network is way better here. The Corvette's looking better and better to me. Do you make SMG sling? Yeah, we do a single point bungee sling. We do a 2-point. We do a convertible. You can see them at SOEtacticalgear.com. I also make subgun rigs that look like this. They will hold 4 of your mags and then a utility pocket right beside it. There is Velcro on the back so that you can attach the dangler, which is our fanny pack that runs underneath it. And yes, I do slings. All of these slings right here. We do black, coyote, and green. And then we also do the colored ones. I think you can see those here in this light. There's 2 points. There's single points. There's single points. Here's convertibles. Yes, we do slings. Love people rant about any issue in this weekend website. Yeah. Yeah. It's all traffic, man. It's all traffic. Just bear with it for a little while. They say something bad enough or irritate me enough, we'll get rid of them. But just let it go. It just brings more people. For every 1,000, all I need is 1. For every 1,000, all I need is 1. Ed Cilio, I'm glad to hear it, buddy. Corvette, yeah, that's a trip, right? My Range Rover has a heated steering wheel. My Porsches, heated steering wheels. My brand new $65,000 fucking Toyota truck still does not have a heated steering wheel. I need a bag to hold a sub 2000. Be buying one from SOE soon. We have a bunch of shit that'll do that. The sub 2000, is that the one that takes, that's the 5.56 one, right? That's that folding gun that takes 5.56 max, I think. Or is that the one that takes Glock max? Either way, sub 2000, I'm pretty sure fits in my large tool bag. Pretty sure it'll fit in my day pack. Buick Verano has it. Yeah, of course it does, man. Of course it does. Glock mag. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it fits in a lot of our different bags. Sub 2000 Glock mags. Okay, got it. All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll do this again tomorrow night. Just remember, whatever you're involved in tonight, because you're on the internet, right? If it's not adding to you, it is taking away from you. Just remember, you're being pulled one way or the other. Either it's adding to you or it's subtracting to you. and it's notching you back, right? Your ability to perform, your thoughts, everything you're doing. If you're operating in the negative, you are attracting more negative shit. And you can do all the negative shit right here on the internet. Your day in real life will be more negative tomorrow for it. Fits in day pack, almost the mini pack. Okay, so it'll definitely fit in the covert bag then. Good info. All right, guys, I'm out of here. And his wife has cold hands. See you guys. I'm gonna go look at my wife. She's in the shower, naked, where her hands are not cold.